take this I hope y'all didn't see that face. Okay. Okay. I gotta get an adapter. StreamYard. StreamYard is on here. Hey y'all. Hey, everybody. I need somebody bring me an adapter. Because this phone is gonna die. I need an adapter. Can you bring me an adapter? I have one in your room and two in mine. Okay. Hey, everybody. Hey, welcome TikTok. So I start at 6, but I just like to be punctual. And I need to get an adapter for this phone. So YouTube, y'all just gonna have to excuse me because I'm gonna have to plug this stuff up. I was making moves, was doing stuff. I thought this phone was charging. Oh, maybe it's not charging because it's not plugged up. Duh. We not finna do this. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I can see all my bloopers. I still got a couple minutes. So you want to know how amazing I am?
We don't love
it. Yeah, I don't even need it. Yeah, I don't even need it. Because I thought this phone wasn't charging, but it wasn't plugged up into my phone. To my computer. Okay. So, okay. I'm going to give it a couple minutes. Welcome. Maybe I should. This one is. See? Glad I came on early. What are we doing? I'm going to use. Okay. Let's try this again. Let's see. Because I don't know what this. Okay. Look like we back. Oh, we got a couple minutes. Okay, it's 6 o'clock. Welcome. Hi, TikTok. Hi, Facebook. Hi, YouTube. Hi. Welcome to my podcast, Chatting with Chell, every Sunday through 2025. Because come 2026, I'm changing the date and I will be doing a podcast probably on Wednesday. Yeah, I think it's going to be Wednesday. Probably like 7:30. Wind down, get you a glass of something. If you don't know, I have a mug every month. I'll do the same mug every month. And what's inside of it is a secret. Only I know. Yeah, I know it tastes good, whatever it is. And tonight I have something special in there. Well, I always have something special in there. Um, but tonight's topic that we are going to dig into is um, the mindset investment. The Facebook is not. Maybe I should try it off of here. Let's try. Hold on, y'all. Let me get Facebook together. I guess that's why it's so important to start early because that phone is like tripping. Why do I keep going on here? I need to get to here. It's like cutting me out. Maybe, yeah, maybe because it's people over there. Okay, I'm let me just log in off this phone for StreamYard just in case. Um, this phone continues to act up. Um, so we're going to talk about the mindset investment, unlearning the conditions that holds you back. And so we as people, we are taught so many different conditions, like whether it is with parenting, whether it is with relationships, whether it is with friendships, we're just taught this conditioning. Um, Also, now the conditioning can be good for you in some points, but it also can hinder you. It can hinder your growth. It can hinder you leaving situations that are not good for you, whether it be whatever. And I think, like, I know that a lot of those conditions um, ran true in my life, as far as especially like with being loyal. I am so freaking loyal. I am loyal to people that are not even loyal to me. Hence, I had to learn that the hard way. Sip. I, me, because all I can talk about is me. Um, Unless I get, feedback where people would like to join, because this TikTok, you are open to join and communicate. Facebook, you are open to join and communicate. And YouTube, please interact. Like, this is not just chatting by myself. I'm chatting with y'all. I'm giving space where we could talk about things and conditioning. Like, so how I come up with topics is I go throughout my week and I have like multiple topics that I be wanting to talk about. Like, oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one. But this week, a lot of it just came back to conditioning. Like, the conditioning be real. Like, and especially even with like bad things. Like, we'll say one for example. So, under the Catholic umbrella, you are not to get divorced. Divorce is so looked down upon, you should not be getting a divorce. some people have taken that so far as people treat them like trash. I mean, they could be mentally abusive, they could be verbally abusive, they could be physically abusive, they could be taking all their money, they could be a whole on drugs, and it's just like, oh no, I can't divorce him. Why? Or her. I can't divorce him or her. Why? Why can't you divorce them? Because you are conditioned to believe that you have to struggle. You have to struggle. You have to, you got to get it out the mud, and you got to go through these things. Why? Who taught you that shit? Or you'll even have someone say, it's okay to deal with that because I'm like that. And, but in your head, you saying, and your spouse dumb as hell because why they ain't left you yet? And the spouse is thinking they got to stay too because they're conditioned to think like I gotta stay because my kids is, oh, here go another one. Here go a big one. That your kids are gonna be less than because they're raised in a one parent household and not a two parent household. Who taught you that shit? Your family, the community, the church. Somebody taught you that? Okay. Well, I was a married woman going to a church house with my kids by myself. Mhm. And I think my kids probably was gonna be trash because they daddy wasn't coming to church. And a part of me, was feeling I could feel um the energy. We finna go on because I'm not finna keep playing with this phone. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just take that phone. And this camera is better. Yeah. So Facebook's having some troubles over here. Uh, I'm sorry, y'all. Facebook having some troubles, and I'm trying to get them on board, even though they not even gonna there. Hopefully this worked for y'all, Facebook. Uh, yeah, so I started being conditioned to think like, oh my goodness, my kids are gonna be looked down upon, or I'm less than a mom, and I was feeling that way. On top of having the energy given to me that, you know, that's how that was gonna be. Like it was a couple times, and it was one particular person that I did tell them how I felt, but what was that gonna do? Like pretty much nothing. Um, nothing. It wasn't. So I kind of kept it to myself, but I felt a certain type of way. I might need to move. Hold on. I'm still trying to make sure Facebook. Okay. I think they should be good. And I gotta remember because I'll be cutting it short, going off minutes that I just joined like 5 minutes before. But yeah, I was becoming conditioned that this has to be this certain type of way, or my children are just gonna be some pieces of shit. They was just gonna be some pieces of shit. Mind you, other people have all type of stuff going on in their household, and we gonna keep that a secret because I don't ever want to be shunned or to be looked down upon. But it's okay for you because that makes me feel better. Again, it's a conditioning. It's a conditioning to make someone else feel better about your struggles or whatever it is that you're going through. Yeah. Um, so, first thing is, where did it start for you? Did it start with your family? Did it start with culture? Did it start with school? Did it start with media? Are you looking at social media and saying, "Oh, this is how my life have to be"? So to say that, because again, this is my investment page and my investment platform. There's some people out here that take their money and they do whatever they want to do with it. They live a certain type of lifestyle, and they also see what people are doing on these different platforms. So they feel like that's conditioning them to, I ain't made it if I'm not living this certain type of way. I ain't made it if my husband or my wife don't act this certain type of way, or if my child don't act this certain type of way, because this is what I see on social media all the time. This is what they're thinking, the person that's looking at social media. um, but mind you, all you see is what's on social media. You're not seeing what's really going on behind the scenes. You're not seeing um, what it really took for them to get there, what it took for them to be in the space that they're in. You don't know. You just see, and you're allowing that to condition your way of thinking. So when I first started learning how to trade, they used to always talk about FOMO, 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 and I'm like, this is how FOMO don't bother me, because I didn't even know what it meant. I didn't even know what FOMO meant, and it means the fear of missing out. And I was like, oh, I got that one in the bag because I'm not chasing the trend. I've not ever had. I don't. That doesn't. That don't do it for me. Like, even if, just say, for example, if it's a perfume scent, everybody could be talking about how good this perfume smell on them. Well, we all know that perfume smell different on everybody. So why would I buy it? So I could smell like everybody? Well, that one over there, she probably ain't even washed her coochie. So it's not gonna smell like it's gonna smell on me, because I'm not putting perfume on unless I just got out of the shower. This one over here might just went and had some sex with somebody. And had, so she, when she went to go see the little one thing, she put the perfume on before she had the sex. So now she got his chemistry, her chemistry, and the perfume on. Yeah, no, it's not gonna smell the same. So why would I want to get that perfume that's not gonna smell like that on me? But there's some people that would fly to go get it because, oh, I get the fear of missing out. The fear of missing out. And that goes for trading. Like, I love my trading family. Like, I love the different people. It's so many people. So I had a community, and then we merged with another community. So both of these communities produce so many investors, so many traders. So I love my feed. My feed on social media, I'm scrolling and I'm seeing all of the stuff, and I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Because it helps with that conditioning. So one of my I would say one of my biggest conditioning was my risk tolerance with money. I don't play numbers. I don't gamble. I don't do none of that shit. Like you say, you want me to risk putting this money that's in my face. It's in my face. You want me to risk it and try to flip it? Mm. Because my conditioning was you don't waste money. And so in my brain, I put them two together. Risking money and wasting money was just like the same thing to me. That's waste. You want me to risk my money? Now I could put it over here and invest it and have it in good companies that's, producing. But with trading, that's a whole different animal. Like I'm daily putting my money to risk. And it was hard. It was hard. Like, yeah, me and my children depend on this money. I got to make sure we eat. I got to make sure my housing is paid. I got to make sure my utilities is paid. I'm not getting no financial assistance from no one, no state, no child support. I'm not getting none of that. I'm doing this all on me, baby, on me, baby. So I don't have no money to risk, none, zero. But I had to break that conditioning. That was a conditioning that I had. That it was like, where did you get that from? Who taught you that? Why do you think that? And mind you, my mama said, and my daddy said, play numbers, hit, and everything. And that's just not something that I could do. That was not something because it to me it was wasting money. It was wasted. Now, if I was putting it somewhere and I knew it could grow, yeah, or if I knew I had to, that's where my risk tolerance was. To me, I felt like it was at zero because I had to know that my money was gonna flip in order for me to put it on the line. Cause that's one thing. I'm not playing with my money. No, no, not that I work for. Cause I can't say I could see if it was just given to me, but I work for my money. Like, and it's a little more appreciation there, I think, because I work for it. Nobody's giving me anything. I'm not getting no checks. I'm not getting, then, then I wasn't. Because now, that little veteran, was it Kalaki? That's my new thing. I like that. Kalaki. That veteran is a little nice to me and my kids. Mhm. But back then I wasn't. So it was just like, okay, do I want to risk this money? And the answer was no. No, I didn't even want to buy options. I would prefer to buy hard shares. I trade hard shares. Yeah, and to think now I didn't went from not only knowing how to trade options, I know how to trade forex. I know how to trade crypto. I know how to trade. I know how to buy and sell contracts. Like I know a whole lot. That's why I am an investor. Investor in things that make sense. It gotta make sense. It gotta be a return, an equal return. If there's no equal return, then what are we doing this for? Because if you invest in me, I'm gonna give you an equal return. And I may have people that feel like I don't, but that's you. That's not me. Because I give you in a sense, what you allow me to give you. I'm not gonna be overbearing. I'm not gonna be in your space. I'm not gonna be doing none of that. Cause see, that's how you set yourself up to be hurt. Because then somebody gonna tell you, man, your motherfucking business. Give me 50 feet. Give me some space. I don't feel like being bothered. Hey, yeah, I don't like that language. So what I do is I stay right in my lane. So I don't have to worry about that. Mm-mm. And that's a boundary. Again, that's people will condition you to think that it's okay for that to happen to you. Girl, you crazy as hell. What do I look like? Somebody punching bag? I ain't walking around here punching people. So the conditioning be real. Like, well, if you was a friend, you would let me cuss you out and tell you sound crazy as hell. Crazy as hell. Because I am not about to call you as my friend, my sister, and cuss you out because I feel some type of way about some shit. Or I'm not even gonna think about, well, damn, maybe they going through. I'm just gonna call you and I'm just gonna assume you on some bullshit because of whatever. And it's okay for me to do that because that's how you suppose. Says who? The toxic program. I mean, because it's got to be I think people take the toxic program. I think they take the toxic program. The toxic program is, how can I cuss you out? I cuss you out, and I got something to say to your ass. And is that a program? I think I missed that program. I missed that program because you're not gonna get that from me unless you just keep poking me, poking me. Then I'm gonna cuss your ass out. And now that I done cuss you out, now I feel some type of way about you because it didn't even have to be that way. Why did I have to cuss you out? Because now you are the victim and I'm the villain. When you was the one that was conditioned that you could talk to me any type of way because you need to get your feelings out and you had something to say. Help me fucking understand that. Huh? That math don't math. That math don't math. That is a toxic trait. And everybody ain't raised with the toxic trait. And breaking them conditions, the toxic program, I tell you that's toxic. That's toxic to break the conditions. Mm, damn. Mm, mm. Yeah. Because we also have conditioning beliefs that if we put ourselves first, or if we even learn to, and sometimes things will happen to put you in a situation where all you can do is put you first because there is no one. I mean, you might have one or two, but you don't want to burden them. Y'all don't be looking at my I can see it on Facebook because I'm thick. Okay. um but it's to keep you. People are so busy trying to be the program itself and be bigger than the program that is no in hell that you could come in here and be like your own program. What? What? Why would you want to do that? Why wouldn't I? I thought a casket only fit one person. I ain't. If y'all, I mean, y'all can tell me in the comments if y'all ever seen a casket that had multiple people in one. I thought it was only one person. You can go in there. It's just let me know if y'all seen like a family of four in the casket together. I ain't never seen that. Mm-mm. And I say that to say, when you leave here, like, you have to make sure that you are good mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially. And then if you have offspring, you do probably. I mean, it would be smart to leave them something. You can't even fuss about, like, so I guess you can. People can do whatever the hell they want to do. Because what I'm not here to do is tell y'all what y'all need to be doing. Like today's segment and all the other segments, it's just like things that you could do to help you in your movie. This is a movie. It's just things to help you, just things to make you think, things that make you say, those type of things. That's all. That's all it is. So I had to just put that disclaimer in there because I just got a download that said I need to put that disclaimer in there because people will think that I'm trying to tell you how to move and how to maneuver in life and who is she to give advice. I ain't giving no advice. I'm just chatting. I'm just talking. That's all I'm doing. I ain't got no advice. There's people out here that's giving advice to send you down a whole shit show. A whole shit show. I ain't selling you nothing. I ain't doing none of that. I gotta check. Oh, nobody on YouTube. I have to check these chats y'all like because I know the Lions is on tonight. So maybe people will see the replay. If you do, thank you. Thank you. If you don't, I mean shit. I don't know what to say. Um, but yeah, the conditioning of the beliefs to keep you controlled, keep you small, keep you smaller than the program because they need to be bigger than the program. You cannot ever be up here with me. And so that will, from people doing that type of shit, that make people think they got to do it by themselves. That they have to do it by themselves. And that's not even true. But it's just like so many people out here that will make people feel like that. And that's just, are you one of those people? Like, do you get off on making people feel a certain type of way, hindering their growth, not wanting them to be great? Are you? Because if so, see, I'm on all these platforms. I'm still new to this. I don't know if I can say because I wanted to say you whack as hell. You whack as hell. Like, yeah. And also understand that rest is so important. We're conditioned to believe rest is lazy. Till you have a heart attack or a stroke. Until you have a heart attack or a stroke. Then damn, I need to rest. Now you feel some type of way. Because now you done had to go through hospitals, you done had to go through all this because you done had a burnout. Because you can do it all. You can do it all. Ain't nobody gonna stop you. You could do it all. Um, Another one is money is evil, or it's hard to get. Some will say it is. Some will have that argument, but for the ones that don't have that argument, mm-hmm. Another good one is I'm too much or not enough. I think a big one people use not enough. So that's what ends up making some women like burn out because they try to do so much to like prove a point. And that's with a lot of things, friendships, relationships, being a mom, working. You can feel like you're not enough. So then that in turn make you do too much. And then you burn out. I look kind of weird. I always look cute on TikTok. I look weird on there. And I look decent on here. Yeah. Um so ways that you can kind of like rewire your thought process. I did it. I did a lot of work. I had to. I had to. I had no choice but to do a lot of work. Like it was a lot. Yeah, a lot happened starting in 2017. It was just like I hopped on a rat in 2017 and baby inside me and my sister always talk about how we do amusement parks. We like rats because we grew up. Our mother took us to amusement parks. Like she invested in us. She spent time with us. She loved us. Um, and so it's. But baby, this roller coaster that I started in 2017. Yeah, yeah. So I had to do some work, and I had to become aware. Um, of what was going on. I had to journal, like what did I learn? baby, baby. Yeah. I had to and then I also had to say, is this real? Is this realistic? Like is this a realistic conditioning? Like this is about to be so controversial, but this is what my podcast is for. Do I believe at 46 that a monster is gonna come out the water? And I'm sorry, God. If I mean, because that was a conditioning as a kid that I was under. I was scared to death. Scared to death. Like the savior is coming back and the monsters is gonna come out the water. Now, a part of me still believes that because I was conditioned to believe that. And I'm laughing now because if I was to see that shit in real life, baby, I don't know how I would. I probably would. I would probably laugh and I would be scared to death. but the chances of that happening in my lifetime, maybe it happened in another lifetime, but the chances of that happening in my lifetime, I think it's like slim. It's like 1 in a billion, 8 billion, 8 billion decimal percentages times infinity chances that can happen. And then also like just driving this home. How do we show up for our children with these generational conditions? Um, so I am very transparent with my children, like very, very. Make it a capital VERY. Very with like a squiggly line under there. Very. Because nobody's nobody's gonna be 100 with them. Again, but that's a condition that I have given myself. And how I know is because people uncut, uncensored. People are fucking liars. And they will be out here lying to my kids. Like, so I have to be 100 with them. I just, I have to. Like, I was raised in believing in all of the things, the tooth fairy, Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny. I don't know what the fuck he did. I did not know what he did, but we got an Easter basket. So being at a grown age when I had my children, I was grown as hell. Like I'm like, oh, I'm lying to them. This is this is gonna be dramatic when I tell them that this shit is not real. Like so I had to come up with ways to tell them. Like, Cameron was a little disappointed. Um, Zaya was in disbelief that I was lying about I was lying. No, no, baby, no. I'm not lying about the lie. She like, you just saying that. That would mean that I'm lying about the lie. No, I'm being honest now. Like, and she's still, and I think hers was the tooth fairy. I think that was her one. She she had already said that her daddy was Santa Claus because she seen him at her school, and she seen him at her school. Um, she didn't. Nope, it wasn't him. But clearly, he was an African American man, and so yeah. But the conditioning of that, like that was, and so I let it go and be, and then I also had to be mindful. I had to be mindful for that because they still had to go to school and they still had to interact with other kids. So I couldn't have them in there because it's always that one kid. As a parent, we already know it's always that one kid in that damn school talking about Santa Claus thing. Yeah. And I get it. I get it. But since can you teach him to like shut up or her because it's other kids in here. Even if it ain't my kids, it's still somebody else's kid. And if you like, I have to admit, like, so I could say that was a conditioning too. And I'm about to use that closing this. Um, my mother always volunteered at our schools. Volunteered, me and my sister, and then me and my mama, we volunteered with my sister's school. Like this was something I grew up with. So with my children, I've always done that. Like, and I think that I'm conditioned to think that that's what I'm supposed to do. And like, from me doing it, from me showing my children that, they're probably going to do that with their kids because they were conditioned from seeing me do it. Because, yeah, especially when me and my sister was little, I think I know for me that she quit her job. She quit her job to come and sit at the daycare with me. At the I was going to a daycare on Gratiot. Yeah. And with my sister had a school, that school name was Miss Whitty. I never forget that school. That was my sister's school. My mom volunteered and stuff. Like we went up there, like we used to do stuff. So I do it with my children because from me watching my mother, subconsciously I have been conditioned that that's what you do when you have children. If you can get the time off, if you can maneuver and work your schedule, then and then when they send home the thing to say these are the days that the programs and the important days, you better have your ass up there because that's what you got to do as a parent. But people don't think like that, and that's just you could call that a conditioning that I have. So it makes me very hands on. Um, so yeah, just got to look at your programming. Um, and if your programming fits you and your family, like your immediate circle, you should just stay around them. Don't seek out any other friends. Did not say I was giving no advice, but I'm just saying, because you would do the world a great service because they understand you. Y'all come from the same tribe, so y'all should just stay together. Don't go out and try to meet nobody and put them into your circus. Put them into your circus and drag them along for years in your circus because your conditioning is different than theirs. So look at how you are programmed. Are you programmed to be like toxic? Um, and all of that. This I might have to do a part two because I got some other stuff I want to say about that. So I think I am. So yep, I'm gonna do a part two next Sunday, and then I'm gonna close out what because next year I'm gonna start inviting guests. That's gonna be exciting, exciting. I might probably do like one a month, and maybe I do the podcast like every 2 weeks, every other week, or something like that. Like, so I have like other stuff that I be doing. So yeah, but we gonna do it because that just had sparked a nerve when I said that about the program. Yeah. Hopefully don't nothing transpire during a week that make me change my mind.